Garden, guys, I'm going to teach you guys the quickest and easiest way to farm the brand new enchanted chests in Grow Garden. So you can get a phoenix, not rainbow, but a phoenix and an adder fruit. So what I usually do is going to be this to farm the best way. So my first step for you guys, there's basically 3 different time zones you want to do. So right now we have 16 minutes till the actual glimmering event, and then like 4 minutes ago the fairy world event was open. So what I do between those 2 times are doing this. So I do offer tasks because I believe that to buy the enchanted chest, you have to have a lot of fairy points. So usually between those time settings, I farm as much as possible so I can get as many as possible. So I come over here, I do the test. You get around 13 to 14,000 each every single time you complete. And then I just go through the rewards like that. So I do that before the actual update. Well, so it's basically a cycle. Or here's my step. Or I don't know what to call it, but basically what I do is when the fairy event and the fairy world event isn't open, I farm the fountain power, and I keep redoing that sometimes, even if you have hundreds and thousands, and you want to farm as many points as possible, so you have a longer time to do fountain power than this and this, unless you upgrade at the fairy godmother to extend your glimmering. So I do this to farm as many fairy points throughout before the hour is up and while the hour is going. Then I come down to, well, can't really show one part because I'm still on here. This part, these things will be split into like 3 parts of the videos because I don't have the event going on right now. But I farmed this whole event, so I'm going to do this quickly. And I'm going to choose enchanted egg, cacao, and pepper. Another crucial step to making sure you get as much is plant every single seed in the tier 1 shop. Hear me? Not tier 2 where you need to ascend, just tier 1. So farm as many carrots, though carrots are not usually seen for some reason. Strawberries, blueberries, orange tulips when they come in stock, tomatoes, corn, daffodil, watermelon, etc. Until you have every single thing in your garden. If you let it AFK like I did, everything in your garden gets it. So after you're done doing all that, you turn in your rewards, and that's how you get this event going quickly. Part of the thing you should know is that because this event is happening, a lot of people don't want to do that strat because they're the ones with the Robux. So they might just steal your stuff. And I know it can be frustrating. But see? And then while this thing is going on, I collect fairies for the fairy jar. And basically stuff like that, because fairies spawn on the map every single time. See them on my last one, mushroom, light shoot. You want to farm as many mushrooms as possible, because those things are one-time uses. So light shoot is over here. Also, you also want to farm the enchanted seed pack, because the only thing your stuff is going to need sun bulbs, light shoots, and glow thorns, because they don't really do the spear. Also, one noticeable thing, they updated the enchanted seed pack. So, before it used to be a common sun bulb. Ooh, look a good seed in stock. A common sun bulb, well, not common, a sun bulb, a glow thorn, and a light shoot. I believe sun bulb was uncommon, glow thorn's legendary, and light shoot rare are the same. And then there's Briar Rose, that's mythical. Secret, something I forgot, is mythical, and Wispwing is divine. What they changed is that everything leading up to Glowthorn and Lightshoot. Lightshoot's supposed to be... Oh, looks like they switched out Glow... I don't know. Jandal randomly switches, but I'm going to go in order from what I remember. Sunbalm, Lightshoot, and Glowthorn, and Briar Rose, they were all the same, but now the new Divine is the Secret Flower, I believe that's what it's called, and Wispwing is the brand new Prismatic. So you want to keep farming these events if you want that Prismatic, because I think Jandal's making those things not Divine anymore, making them Prismatic. That's what me and my friend have noticed recently, because we've been playing a lot, and he also took a snapshot photo of it that said he got Secret Flower, but right next to it was the Prismatic Wispwing. And then you find yourself completing all these rewards, and you can restart. See, I just gained like 20,000 points. So you can grind as much as possible so you have enough to pay for all. That's my one step. I can technically go through the next two without splitting up the video. I might do, but my second step is, like I said, so depending on how long it is, either you're next to Fairy World or Glimmering. Right now, I'm next to Glimmering, so when you're in Glimmering's going on, a lot, and I mean you want to upgrade a lot. If you have like millions, thousands, trillions, I don't know how much, you want to upgrade your Glimmering, well, now you want to update your Fairy spawn amount so you can get as much as possible. Mine is 52,000, so if I join a new server while Glimmering's going on, I get double the rewards. And as you can tell, I'm only 23 captures away. Actually, 27 captures away. But it doesn't matter. We are very close to completing this whole update in general. After I collect 100, I'm not going to collect anymore. I'm going to farm the fairy spawns and get points. So when Glimmering Spray is going on, you want to also craft as many nets as possible. And fun fact, or not really a fact, fairy nets don't really take that much. They only take 100 of your fairy points, and they're really easy to craft. So just farm as much as you can, and you want to upgrade those, and then you want to pick them all up. And then when you get 100, or if you're going farther in the update to get the pass, I might turn them in, and you can also do that. One bonus tip before the final tip, a second bonus tip, is that in your garden guide, they added this mini achievement thing. And that's for fairy event. What you get inside is a fairy fence of enchanted five of them, and Petra Luminous. As you can tell, I'm trying to do this, because I want that Luminous that I've never gotten before, and I want the 5 enchanted chests. That saves me about... Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Around 125,000 points to get them, so that's a really easy way. What I would do for my bonus step is start crafting the Glimmering Sprays, because those things are going to take the longest. Right now, I'm working on crafting a Fairy Summoner, because it turns out that's also supposed to be really good. One hard thing might be is to hatch a Pixie less than 100 and attain a Cockatrice. That means you have to hatch one, not trade for one. Hatch, so if we count up all these, that's 4 times 4, 16. So you have to do all these to basically unlock it. So I probably would say the hardest one is probably obtaining a Cockatrice and maybe hatching a Pixie less than 1 kgs. Crafting Glimmering Sprays, it used to be a lot easier, but those 3 are really the hardest. Craft the Glimmering Sprays, hatch and obtain, and hatch a Cockatrice. Sorry about that, guys. But that's basically my bonus tip. So I would start working on your stuff now so you can get ready. But I can show the events differently because in just 7 minutes from now I'll be able to show the next one. But the 1, 2, and 3 are it can happen at different times. So, the glimmering event. So, when the glimmering event happened... Oh, wait. I've already talked about the glimmering event. I also forgot to mention, part of the second one is that you can also farm near the ferry, and if you're in a private server, and if you stack in your alt... Well, one hard other piece of it is that this. If you have... No fairies will come out if all your plants have glimmering, but if you're in a public, sometimes it works, but private's more better. So you might want to get a second plot if you don't have it already and use it. Because then you want to spam this right next to them, and if you're accidentally misclicking, it doesn't go down. So, free win. That's basically that tip. So, the fourth one, well, the third one I'm going to talk about is Fairy World. I'm also going to talk about it while I'm looking for those imps. So, the third one, the Fairy World tip, is basically this. So, when the Fairy World happens, you can go down. And that's basically, when you're down there, fairies do spawn and you can collect rewards. So, farm as much down there too, so then you can also give them, while doing the other events, you can also... Oh, what am I? I'm stumped. So, basically, when you're down there in Fairy World, you basically are down there. You can... There's multiple things you can do in Fairy World. One, I'm going to do as part of collecting the most chests, is to acquire all the fairies down there. So, farm a couple sections, run around, farm, and also get the orbs, because the orbs can show you and lead you where they're supposed to go. So that's one other good thing. And also, when you're down there, you can give the glimmering fairy, like right now a fairy has appeared, you can give the glimmering fairy give them all your stuff, so then you can open up the enchanted chest. So really what I'm saying, all the pieces of information I gave you really builds a puzzle. 1, complete the Vaunted Wishes, get more points, and then upgrade for longer timer, do the glimmering, farm as much as possible, then Fairy World, give them, and farm as much as possible. Those 3 tips will basically help you for farming the best amount of enchanted chests possible, so you can get phoenixes and the, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm just going to call it the Arthur seed, or Aether seed, in Grow a Garden. So, let's get into the next part where I'm down there, and I can show you guys what's going on in the glimmering. Those steps are crucial, very, very crucial, but you guys understand, so I'm not going to go down there and collect. So, basically, take my tips into consideration. They will mainly help you. Like the very last tip, very, very bonus tip, like and subscribe, help me out, share the video, do what you can, so these tips don't stop, and you can craft and enchant and acquire way, way, way more enchanted chests than you did before. Proven fact, this will work. So, see you guys in the next video.